Good afternoon everyone, Colton here from E39 Source, and today I will be showing you how to get this look in your E39 5 Series. What you're going to need to do is change your door panels. I did this side the other night, and now that I know how to do it, I'll go ahead and make a tutorial video for you guys so you know how to as well. It's a very simple thing that should only take you maybe like 30 minutes per door panel. It's no big deal. The biggest deal is getting the door panels. I bought all of my door panels off of eBay Motors, and it's a great resource to buy car parts from, so you don't pay dealer prices for brand new parts. The first step is going to be to take your tiny pry tool and a tiny screwdriver and get this out. What you're going to want to do is gently put your pry tool under here and use your screwdriver to gently leverage this panel out of the car. Once you get that out of the car, you can go ahead and disconnect it. You are going to want to go ahead and do the same thing with your seat memory. The next step is to pop the cap off the inside of your door handle. You're going to need to do that with a tiny screwdriver, open up the handle, and pop this cap off by the tiny little wedge on the bottom of it. The next step is to take a T20 Torx bit and take out that screw. Once you get the door handle undone, you're going to want to take a pry tool, whether that be a sturdy plastic pry tool or a screwdriver wrapped in electrical tape. I've used both. And basically just pry this door panel off. What's in here is there are a bunch of clips along the edge here for the whole door panel. Once you get those clips out, the door panel's almost out. You're also not going to want to forget to remove the light on the bottom prior to removal. To do that, you just pry down on the rear of the light and just pull down and unplug. As you can see, I have the door panel completely unhooked now. They have all these plugs along the edge. And what you're going to do is, while feeding this through, you're going to want to take the door handle in both hands, pull it up, because this is clipped in up here. What you're going to want to do is pull up and out. Just be careful, don't break anything, and it should pop right out. Once you get the door panel out of the car, it should look like this. Just make sure you feed these plugs for the door locks and the mirror controls through the hole. Don't just pull them out. And also make sure you feed all these wires back through their holes for all the electronics inside the door. Just don't be ripping anything out. Also, there's a small speaker in the door right here. You're going to want to make sure you unplug that wire from right here. Don't forget that, or you'll rip that out and ruin your speaker. What you're going to want to do now is take your new door panel and your old door panel and switch all the parts over. There's not many parts you have to switch over, but look on your new door panel. Do you have any broken plugs? This one happens to be pretty much perfect plug-wise. Speaker-wise, I might switch the speaker over. I do not know. The one on the other side of the car, the speaker I put in from the door I bought, actually was bad. So just beware, you may have to take these back off and switch the speakers out for your old speakers if you choose to skip this step. Just go ahead, test them out. You'll never know unless you test them. So, seeing as I don't really have to switch anything over from this door, I'm just going to go ahead and install this brand new one in the car. Actually, that's not the case. I'm going to go ahead and switch my wood over. And you can see I have different wood on this door panel than on the car. Most of these door panels don't come with wood. That's the rear one I'm going to be putting on in a minute. And that one doesn't come with any trim. It's rare that they come with trim, but this one happened to. So, to take this off, just go ahead, stick your pry tool under here, and just pull up. There are like 6, 7, 8 rivets in here. They're just going to pull straight out toward you, and it should come right off. Once we have our door panel prepped, we can go ahead, head back out to the car. What you're going to want to do is take your door panel, hook all these cables up, just route them through how they were. This plug in this hole, down out through here. Those plugs in their correct places down here, one for the light, one for this seat control switch right here. Plug the speaker in, put the door handle through the door, and then put the door in the top right here like this, and feed this through the door manual lock, and then try to get it angled in there correctly. Once you get the lock through and the door panel in position like this, where most of the top is clipped in, you can go ahead and start on the sides. Look in here before you clip. This is how you break clips. When you don't look in here and you're just slamming the door panel close, go ahead, take a really good look at those clips and try to get them in right. You can see the little holes they go into right in here. Take your time. Do it right. Don't break clips. They're $1 a piece. And they're like 15 on a door, so it can add up quickly. Once you get your door panel in, The next step is going to be to reconnect your handle. Your handle should be through like this now and almost in completely. Just go ahead, throw your torque screw back in, and you should be good to go. Go ahead and connect your light on the bottom now. Simply plug it in and slide it in like that. Go ahead, pop your cap back over that screw and insert your instrument panel for your door locks and your mirror controls in there. Plug it all up and put it back into the door panel. And there you go. Your front door panel is now successfully changed. Let's move to the rear. The rear door panel is very much the same, just simpler, as I'm sure many of you will be happy to find out, even though the front isn't very difficult. It's very simple. All you have to do is pop out these buttons, do the same thing with the door handle, pop the light out in the bottom, and then pop the door panel off the same way. Once you have the door panel off, it should look like this. Go inside and change over all your parts. When the rear is half in place, it should look just like the front did, except on here there are clips the whole way across. On the front, it kind of goes up in the air and it's a little bit more complicated. On the rear, everything is simpler. So just go ahead, press in all your side and bottom clips now, and then reinstall all your hardware. When you're completely done, you should have a completely black interior, just like this. Doesn't that look nice? Thanks everyone for watching. Sorry for the wind. It's a chilly day in the Northeast. Thanks again. See you in my next E39 source video. And the 540, it's starting to look better.